Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Please must watch this video before giving the Amazon Hire Pro test. Thanks friends.
This is a microphone test. Please read the numbers in the active box aloud. Speaking tips. It is important to speak naturally during the test. Here are some tips. Speak at a normal speed like you would during a conversation. Speak like you are talking to a person on the phone. There is no need to speak too carefully or slowly. Speak at a normal volume, not too loud or too soft. When you are ready, click Next.
Before you start the test, we need to hear you speak, so we'll give you a question. Listen to the question, then give your answer. You have 30 seconds to answer this question. Try to speak for as long as you can. Do you find it easier to write on a computer, phone, or with a pen and paper? Explain why.
To start the test, please click Next. Part A. Reading. Please read the sentences. Please read sentence 1. Now read sentence 2. Now please read sentence 3. Now read sentence 4. Now read sentence 5. Please read sentence 6. Now read sentence 7. Now read sentence 8. Part B. Repeat. Please repeat each.
Delivery takes about 1 week.
Can you ask Adam to take care of this?
Enter through the door on your right.
From the dining room, there's a beautiful view of the bay. Instead of renting, we want to buy a house. Do you have this in a smaller size?
Call Susan if you need more information.
In the summer, a variety of classes are available.
Although I didn't have any money, I went in and looked around.
Our grandparents' house is located on the other side of town.
I'd like to join the reading group that meets on Wednesdays.
You're entitled to use this product as long as you like.
Frank didn't seem to notice that everyone else had left.
All the boats began rocking when the wave hit the dock.
Our plane leaves for Paris at 9:15 a.m. Late charges will be added after the 10th.
Part C. Questions. Now, please just give us.
How many hours are there in half a day?
When Samantha mowed the lawn, did she wash it or cut it?
What day of the week falls after Tuesday and before Thursday?
Does a lonely person probably have many or few friends.
Which is not a liquid? Milk, juice, or cheese?
If you want a person to work for you, would you hire that person or would you release that person?
What tool would you use to dig a hole in the garden? You're served a steaming bowl of stew. Is it hot or cold?
Who would you consult to design a new house? An athlete or an architect?
If I am told to stand by, should I wait or should I begin? Is the lowest price the most expensive or the cheapest?
Catherine is always late and does a poor job. Does her boss probably think she is a good or bad worker?
Is Susan likely to use a pick on her guitar strings or on her trumpet?
Tina is cold at night. Should she put a blanket or a bicycle on her bed?
When someone has a confession to make, is she going to tell a secret or a joke?
The letter carrier told us about a vicious dog on his route. Is the dog friendly or mean?
If my jacket is buried in the closet, is it hidden or in plain sight?
If Harry's plants are dry, should they be fed or watered?
I have many questions about the instructions. Am I clear or confused about them?
Is land that's almost completely surrounded by water a peninsula or a river?
What do you buy to ride on the train?
Angela was just fired. Is she employed or without a job?
When cooking, What do many people often wear over their clothes to keep them from getting dirty?
What organ pumps blood in a human body?
Part B. Sentence builds. Now please.
A promotion. Last month, I was offered. You can. A password. Easily create. Her new job. She was starting to like. Under. Hide. Your blanket. Hunters. Sleep here overnight. Will occasionally. Been a problem. Has never. The little pony. Someday. Will grow here again. Flowers. An old boat. To have bought. They seem. Had bought the ring. Everyone wanted to know. Where Chris. Something sticky. The counter. Covered.
Part E. Story retelling.
Jim planned on taking the late flight out of the city. He wasn't sure whether it would be possible because it was snowing quite hard. In the end, the flight was canceled because there was ice on the runway.
The family next door has a new baby. She was very hungry yesterday, so the baby's mother made her a bottle of milk. The baby didn't like the bottle of milk, and so her mother tried to find out what was wrong with the bottle. She put some milk on her hand and discovered that it was too hot. She ran cold water over the bottle and gave it to the baby again. The baby drank the whole bottle.
It is John's parents' wedding anniversary. John wants to make a special dinner for them. He decides to make fish. While the fish is in the oven, John's phone rings. He forgets about the fish and it burns. When his parents come home, they all go out to eat in a restaurant.
Part F.
Which profession would you rather work in? Computer programming or farming? Why do you feel this way? Which profession would you rather work in? Computer programming or farming? Why do you feel this way? Do you think that a family should ever borrow money from a neighbor? Please explain with examples of such events. Do you think that a family should ever borrow money from a neighbor? Please explain with examples of such events.
This is the end of the test. Congratulations.